Well, hello and welcome to Faith, Philosophy and Life with me, Mr. Shelton. It's great that you're with me again. A couple of lessons back, we thought about things that we believe and we looked at optical illusions. Well, today we're going to be thinking about something called a Mandela. Last lesson we looked at Mary Magdalene and the work of our founder of the FCJ schools, Faithful Companions of Jesus, that stands for. And today we are going to be thinking about the FCJ Mandela. So we're very aimed at the school of the FCJ network that I'm linked with. However, obviously you're more than welcome to partake in this, and there may be some truth in it for you as well. So behind me is an image, okay, particularly like this, and the next few I'm going to show you because they're all images within an image. Put a number 1 in your book and just write down what other things can you see in this picture. Pause me and then come back to me. Okay, here's another one to look at. What can you see in this picture? I wonder if you could see the woman with the hat and the long hair on the right there. Okay, what can you see here? Okay, that's a lot harder, that one. This one we saw previously. Again, what images can you see here? And lastly, our FCJ Mandela. What can you see in here? Okay, so with all of that information in your head, here's our cheesy intro music. Brilliant. Okay, so our title then is what is inside the FCJ Mandela? What is inside the FCJ Mandela? And we're going to explore how the FCJ Mandela reflects our values and our faith as a school. It's going to be good if we can explain how some of the history in the FCJ is found within our Mandela. It's going to be great if we can identify correctly the school values and how they link with the Mandela, and even better if you can create a new Mandela linking it to our school faith, values and life of Mary Magdalene. So that was the image that we were talking about, and that's it nice and big there. I'm going to go through some information with you now. You will find that image in the description. You may want to print that off and put that in your book so you can label it as we go. Again, we're not talking about copying, we're talking about just extracting the key bits of information that you need to. So the Mandela is circular to show God's love goes around us, and its colours are bright and bold to represent the energy of the FCJ sisters. As always, pause me while we go. The first part of the painting shows Mary Magdalene and her first companions. You can see that just above my shoulder. And there's a cross which represents their faith in Jesus. Here you can see the first companions again, and you can also see the poor and the people that needed help. And I wonder what else you can see, and I wonder what else it symbolises within that. So there's a dove. You can see there's a bridge there. Think back to last lesson. What do we learn about that fitted in with that? Okay, the bridge in the centre represents the bridge of the early days of the organisation into the present. So it's a symbolic picture from days of past to days of present. And the FCJ works in more than 16 countries around the world. Talking about the world, that's why there's a world map there. Okay, here's the women carrying the flame, which represents Mary Magdalene's inspiration. And if you look very closely at the flame, you'll see it's got some initials. So we said it'd be a good outcome if you can explain how some of the history of the FCJ is found within our Mandela. I think that's really clear now. If you've got that label in your book, that's really, really good. We could identify correctly our school values and how they link to the Mandela as well. And that's what we're going to go on to think about now. So you will find in the description below a worksheet which I'd like you to access. This is a word search. Now be aware there's loads of words in this that do not fit the answer to this question. The question is, which are our school values? So you need to go through, you need to find out what our school values are to start off with. They'll be in your planners if you've got those. And then you need to find those words and not the other ones, which is really tricky. So that's the first thing that you need to do. And then you're going to come back to me and I'll give you the last task. Okay, so this is the final task then, so well done for getting through so far. Your task is to design a new mandala reflecting the life of Mary Magdalene, our faith and our school values. So it's going to have a lot in it. I'd like you to remember to label it and explain why you've added the sections that you have. Now if you want to do stuff online and get clip art and stuff like that, please feel free, but please remember to do those final parts. Let's just conclude and I'll put that back up. So this is really coming on to our final learning objective. This was it would be even better if we can create a new mandala linking it our school faith, values and life of Mary Magdalene. And it would be amazing if you could do that and get that back to us. Because we'd love to see your artwork, love to see your creativity and love to see your understanding as well. So I'm going to leave it there today. Thanks very much for your time. Take care of yourselves. God bless you. Stay safe. Wash hands and the rest of it. And I'll hopefully see you real soon. This should take you about half an hour or so. See you soon.